Welcome everybody to African Political Arena. Now, few weeks ago, President Peter Mutharika was sworn in as the new president of Malawi. He is actually serving his second term. I celebrated with so many Malawians who felt that it was a new dawn for Malawi simply because of what they had actually gone through in the previous regime. But what is now coming out clearly is that probably we are actually headed into another round of promises which might not be fulfilled. And I'll tell you why. The recent remarks made by the new Minister for Information, he said the other day that the government of Peter Mutharika has increased taxation, so inflation has gone up. And he has said that some of the money which they are getting out of this added taxation is being used to fund the free education they promised unto the people. And my question is, why didn't you tell us on time that once you get in, you let's give us free education? In exchange, inflation will go up. Why did you not tell the people that? Because that is what we are actually fighting as Africans. And this is what we must be against as Africans. We are tired of empty promises. You promise us so many things, yet you end up not delivering. The other day, I was actually listening to the minister also for finance, and I listened for such a while, and I was wondering, are these the people we actually put into power just the other day, expecting them to give us something different? He was actually speaking from parliament buildings. He was continuously blaming the former regime of Chakwera. He spoke about so many things. He said that the former regime, they made a lot of foreign trips. He also spoke about corruption under the former regime and so much wastages of public funds under, again, Chakwera's regime. And all this time I was thinking, the reason as to why the people of Malawi chose Peter Mutharika, who is 85 years old, over the former president Chakwera, who is a bit younger, is because they knew about these challenges which are actually going on, like inflation and what I've spoken about, and they thought that Peter Mutharika's government will actually solve their issues. But here what they are doing, they are continuously telling us how the former regime ruined the economy and all that. But that is not what the people of Malawi want to hear. We want to hear of solutions. Somebody should tell Peter Mutharika that we are tired. The people of Malawi, as Africans, we are tired of these people making empty promises. Getting into power, they start blaming the previous regime. And the reason why we've put them and not the other group is because we felt they were in a better position to solve the issues we are raising. I am so disappointed, and I'm just hoping that within no time that this regime of Peter Mutharika will actually wake up and start fulfilling the promises they made unto the people. Like I said, the people didn't vote for you for any other reason. Not because age was on your side, not because of anything else, but they felt that you can solve the issues which they are facing. I want to tell also the president again, don't make the people of Malawi start losing hope so early, start regretting so early, because we cannot get out Chakwera simply because of the things he was doing, which was not in line with what we expected. Then when you get into power, things start even turning from worst to worst. You cannot justify inflation. You cannot give us any reason as to why you are increasing. Inflation should not go up. Check even what is happening in a nation like Zambia, your neighbor. The guy that is Hakainde Hichilema had the same problem. Lungu had actually borrowed a lot of loans. They had even defaulted on this loan, but he restructured these loans. You can check what they are doing. Inflation in Zambia started going down. But when you get into power, you cannot justify. You cannot give us any reason as to why inflation should go up. I just saw a member of parliament again. He was speaking about a certain person who actually died out of hunger in Malawi. And I was like, my goodness, in this day and age, people dying out of hunger. A nation which is not even having insecurity issues, a nation which is stable, and you're speaking about such issues. I don't know what the good people of Malawi are right now feeling, but I think it's the high time all the people of Malawi to open up your eyes and start pushing this government to ensure that they fulfill the promises they made unto the people. There was an issue about the dogs, which the police were actually looking for the person who stole and all that. And I tried to look deep into this story and the way it was sort of associated a bit with the former president, Chakwera. And I was like, this could be a witch hunt. Probably this government under Peter Mutharika, probably, I repeat, maybe they got into power and they realized some of the promises they made unto the people, they are not able to actually accomplish. So they will look for ways and means to sort of silence or even intimidate the opposition before they start talking. Again, Chakwera, and I keep saying, this guy, I didn't support what he was actually doing in Malawi as president. There are so many things I didn't like about him, but at least one thing I'm happy about him, he accepted or considered defeat. And that is why no life was actually lost in Malawi during elections. So that was good. Look at just the other day, the Commonwealth nations have actually fronted him to be the main person ensuring that there is peace in Tanzania. In other words, his name was never destroyed simply because for him he considered defeat. So the people of Malawi should be very careful, simply because if this government is not able to achieve much, then they try to attach 1, 2, 3 to ensure that opposition is not actually out and about to correct them, to ensure that the opposition is not out and about to put them in check, but instead they are intimidated to sort of being silent. At the same time, I'm also asking myself, why now? Concerning this issue about these 4 dogs, why now? It is coming just days after he was actually fronted by the Commonwealth nations. In other words, probably Peter Mutharika are feeling that this guy is now also getting attention internationally, that his image was actually not destroyed. You get, so even for the so many people who are actually out and about to speak about this issue of the dogs, also ask yourself, why now? Is there any political witch hunt? Is the government of Peter Mutharika hiding something? Are they trying to do something behind the scenes? That is what I'm asking myself. So, to the good people of Malawi, it is the high time we start asking the hard questions. In any case, honeymoon for Peter Mutharika is actually gone. What we need is services, and the promises he made unto the people must be fulfilled. That is what we should be all out and about to do. We are not going to engage any talks about the government fighting with the opposition. The opposition must rise up and also start asking the hard questions. That is what I'm saying. Kindly let me know what you think. And as I wind up, if President Peter Mutharika doesn't fulfill the promises he made unto the people of Malawi will not forgive him. This is a chance, a second chance. He was actually given, and in the first place, the reason as to why he was not given a second chance before this, it was because also he had also not fulfilled some of the promises he had made unto the people. Let me know what you think on the comment section, and again, subscribe to my channel and also like my video and also share. Thanks a lot.